y'all. Woohoo! It's Monday, August the 25th, I think. I think that's what day it is. I kind of forgot to look again. But it's Monday. Whew, long weekend. I stayed on the run all weekend long. Went to the flea market all weekend, fought race traffic. Bleh, I hate race traffic. But had a good weekend. Hung out with some friends, that kind of thing. Made some little fun things to show you today. A friend taught me how to take a t-shirt and turn it into all kinds of lovely things. And I was like, I'm sharing this. So get ready to see this on a video. She's like, I don't care, show it. So I'm going to show you these ideas. And you can take, now of course I'm a big old fat kid. So I got big old shirts. But just an old t-shirt. And this is just to show you a t-shirt you could use. I'm not going to cut it because I actually still wear this one. But I had an old t-shirt that didn't fit right and it had a hole in it. So I turned it into some fabulous things. And this is something that even kids can do because there's no sewing machine really required. There's a little hand sewing for a couple of the items. But there's all kinds of cool things you can do with this simple idea of what I'm going to show you. But the first thing that I'm going to show you is you take, now it depends on how big you want to make this thing. It's a bag. I'm going to show you how to drop something. Take your old t-shirts, and see, this was an old t-shirt, and I just took and you cut the sleeves off, and you cut a big hole in the top, and you sew across the bottom seam, and you can make like grocery bags to take to the grocery store, and then you've got bags that you can carry back and forth. You can turn this into a purse, you can make it a beach bag, whatever you want to do. But of course, well, yeah, fat kid's shirt's gonna be big, but I made a cute carry-around bag, and then it's got like a cute little saying on it. And all you have to do, the only sewing you really have to do is across the bottom. Just sew across the bottom. And just turn your shirt wrong side out, sew across it. And you can hand sew it. You got a sewing machine, you can sew it across there real quick. But just cut your handles, and you don't have to even sew those. Because if you pull it, it kind of just rolls. I mean, if you want to make it really finished, you can sew around those holes. And it makes it a finished kind of item. But it's just a cool way to turn an old t-shirt into a carry around bag. And if you make a bunch of these, then you have them to take to the grocery store, and then you don't get home and have all those plastic bags to deal with and have to recycle or do something with. You got these cool recyclable or recycled grocery bags to carry back and home with you. These make great gifts for like teachers. I know I did theater for years, so I have all kinds of old theater shirts. And you're always needing a tote bag to carry things back and forth to the theater, like your makeup and your practice shoes and your rehearsal shoes and rehearsal skirts and things like that, and hats and stuff that you're going to wear in the show. Well, take one of your old show shirts that might not fit anymore, because if you were a kid and you made it or was in the show, take and turn one of your old show shirts into a bag that you can take, and it'll be your going to the theater shirt. Cool idea, isn't it? Who knew you could do that? Well, everything I'm showing you today came out of one t-shirt. So this was project number one, the tote bag. This came out off of the top of the shirt. You can tell it's kind of short because I cut the bottom part of the shirt off. So like I folded, I'm going to show you with this shirt. I just kind of folded the shirt in half, and then there's the shirt. And I took my scissors and just and cut the bottom off, because I wanted to do something else with that. And what I did was made this beautiful scarf. And it's pretty. And all it is, if I can get it off over all this hair and earrings, all tangled up. But it's the t-shirt, and all I did, I'm going to show you. Like, I cut the piece, and then I took my scissors, I folded it over about 4 times, and then I just took my scissors and went and cut little quarter or half-inch strips up to the center, and left about an inch, inch and a half, maybe 2 inches in the center of the fabric, so it kind of gives you a scarfy piece. But I probably cut it like 12 inches and cut up about 6 inches. No, probably cut it up about, it's probably about 15 inches, and I cut up like 6 inches on each side. So then it gave me about a 3-inch piece in the middle. That's what it is, because I measured it. And then after you get it done and you get it cut like that, and cut the little bottom hem part off, because we're going to make something else out of that. But after you do it, you just take and you pull each one of these little strips that you cut. You can pull it. You can tie knots in them if you wanted to tie a knot in them to give them some kind of extra something. You can tie knots in them. You could put beads on them, get you some really pretty wooden beads or some beads, and put beads every once in a while to make it. And then you pull it out, and it kind of rolls it up. But you could roll it out like this. You could wear it this way. Pull it through. You can wear it that way. You take it and you put it around your neck, and then bring it around again. Foof it a little bit. And see, it gives you a really pretty scarf. So it's all just made out of a t-shirt. So it's an old t-shirt you might have that have some paint on it or something. And even if it's got paint or something on it, it's just going to give it a little extra color. You could make 2 of these and then wear both of them at the same time, and it would give you like a 2-colored scarf that you could wear at one time. Isn't that pretty? I love it. I can't wait to make more of these. I absolutely love it. Get my hair all up out of it, so I'm not looking all disheveled. But who knew? A t-shirt. So see, that's 2 projects made out of 1 t-shirt. And these are all projects your kids could really make with you, with your supervision. We don't want them to be playing with scissors by themselves. But with a little bit of parent supervision, this is a really cool project that kids can make with the help of a parent. So I'm going to take this one off because I'm going to show you something else. But I'm probably going to put this back on because I love it. Well, considering it's 90 degrees outside and the humidity is about insane today. Alright. My earring falling off. But the other thing, I took just like the collar of the shirt. And when you're cutting the top off for the bag, you end up with the collar of the shirt left. Well, you're going to have a piece that swoops down. So what I did is just cut it in strips, tied knots on it, and then you can put it on. This is not cooperating very well. Put it on, and it gives you just kind of a little extra little cute collar. Can't really see because I'm looking into the camera to see what this looks like. But yeah, kind of a cool little just choker collar, something cute. And again, project number 3, made out of 1 t-shirt. Now I'm sure you've noticed my lovely bracelet that I'm wearing. Well, this is actually 2 projects. I'm going to take one of them off. This is the bottom hem off of the other t-shirt, or off of the bottom of the shirt where I cut and made the scarf, where I made this scarf. I cut the hem part off, and then I took it and folded it into 3s. Just made it into 3 sections that were equal, and cut them all into equal strips. And then I took a safety pin and pinned the top of them, and all I did was braided it. It's just braided. And then once I got it braided, I took a needle and thread and sewed the two ends together. And you could actually wear this as a headband. I'm not going to try to put this on over top of my hair, but you could turn this into a headband, wear it in your hair, turn it in. You could wear it as a necklace, just like you could the other, like this one. Or, like I've been wearing it, I just took it and wrapped it a couple times and wore it as a bracelet. And they make good sweatbands. I mean, you could make these, and like if you're going to work out at the gym, you could make these and wear them to the gym, and it would be sweatbands that didn't look like them big fuzzy 70s wide sweatbands. Make your own. But these are really cool too. It's project number 4, made out of one t-shirt. Okay, the last one I'm going to actually show you how to do, because just telling you is not really going to help. But this is a pom-pom flower that is made out of the sleeve of the t-shirt. This is made out of just one of the sleeves. But like I did, I took it on here, and like where I had sewn this together, I just tied this on, tied a little bow in it like you're tying your shoe, and then it gives you a little decoration. And then if you wanted to wear it in your hair, put that headband on, it'll give you a little pom-pom. Woohoo, ain't that cute? Or if you wore it as a bracelet, it's going to give you a little foo-foo something. And if you're like at a ball game and you want to make your spirit shakers and you don't want to like keep your hands full, make these. This would be a great thing for kids to make, to take and at school to maybe sell for a fundraiser, is small spirit shakers for people. Make them out of their old school t-shirts, and they can sell them and make some money for their like cheerleading squad or the band or whatever, that make small pom-pom shakers out of old t-shirts. Go to thrift stores, buy old t-shirts for a couple dollars, and you can make a ton of these out of one t-shirt. But I'm going to show you how I did it. Like, here's your sleeve. That's the sleeve off the shirt. Well, what I did, first you cut off the little band part that's been sewn. But all I did was just went around and cut that off. Cut it off, cut it off, cut it off. Cutting, cutting, cutting. It's so much fun. We're cutting up today. We're cutting up. We are doing a lot of cutting up today. But that gives you just an extra little band. You could wear that as a headband. See, something else. Who knew? A t-shirt. There's all this ideas in it. Don't ever throw an old t-shirt away. So there you have it. I cut the band off. And that gives you this really cool piece of rectangular fabric. And you want to take it and fold it over till you have kind of a little rectangle shape. And what we're going to do, I'm going to lay this down a second. But you take and you cut. I'll have to cut this and then I'll show you, because I need a table. But then when you cut it into your little rectangle-y shape, and it doesn't have to be perfect because you're just making these little pom-poms, but it gives you a little, well, it's not really a rectangle, let's stretch out of it, but it's kind of that shape. And what you do is, I would fold it again this direction, end to end, so it's kind of not so many times to have to cut. But, oh, I forgot. Cut that again down the center. Cut that when it's long ways. Cut it down the center. Then fold it. And then you want to just, whoop, you want to cut it and meet it in the middle. Cut your little strips, like a fringe. This is so simple, it's not hard at all. But just cut your little fringy pieces. Cutting, cutting, cutting up with Carmen. We are cutting, cutting, cutting. Like I said, this is something kids could do. It's really fun. I've always been a kid that liked to cut up stuff and play with stuff. I was talking to a friend, my friend Abby, and she was talking about her son. She said he loves a pair of scissors and a pack of construction paper. I said, honey, when I was little, I was the same way. My mama could give me a pack of paper and a pair of scissors, and I would cut for hours. I just like to see what I can take a blank piece of flat surface and what you can turn it into. But just cut all your little strips. Are we having fun yet watching this paint dry as I cut this? I should have had one already cut, but I'm sorry I didn't. But I'll tell you fun little stories as I go. But we're almost done. Ta-da! Ta-da! Okay, I'm going to lay this down. Don't forget to cut you a strip, just a long tying strip. And all you have to do is cut you out a little piece of this scrap off of that sleeve. Just cut you a long skinny piece of this t-shirt. But what you do is after you get it all cut into a little fringy looking mess, take and roll it down the center. Gather it up and roll it up. But you gather it all up and roll it up real tight. And take your little piece you just cut and wrap it around it a couple times. And just tie you a knot. Just tie a knot around that center after you got it all rolled up. And then this is the fun part. After you got it all tied together, shake it. And you pull at it and you shake it and you pull at it and you shake it and you pull at it. And ta-da! A pom-pom. Kind of looks like a marigold. There you go. You got two little things. And right now these kids are loving these things, these big old things on top of their head. This is perfect. And you can do this in all different colors. But yeah. Something else. So I've got 1, 2, tote bag makes 3, headband bracelet makes 4, the flower makes 5. And if you are a knitter or a crocheter and you like to knit and crochet but you don't like to go buy yarn all the time and you have some old t-shirts around the house, take you an old t-shirt and lay it down and cut. If you send me a message, I'll send you like a drawing of what I'm talking about if you want to do this. But take your shirt and cut it into like 1/4 inch piece. Take and cut this way over and leave like a 1/4 inch on this side. Go up a 1/4 inch. Cut you a straight line over here, 1/4 inch all the way across till there's a 1/4 inch over here, until you've got this piece of t-shirt fabric that does this. And then when you cut it, I'm gonna cut a small piece and show you what it will do. But you cut your t-shirt into like 1/4 inch pieces like this. But then if you pull it, it makes this really cool like rolled up yarn. And you can crochet with this, macrame with it, take it and braid it and make bracelets out of it. If you've got house plants you want to tie up, you can tie up house plants or like tomatoes out in the garden or stuff like that. And it doesn't hurt them because it's real soft. And it's cotton. also it will biodegrade into the ground because it's a natural fabric. But that's something else you can do with it. But a cotton t-shirt. Alrighty, this video has gone on long enough, and I didn't realize it was this long, but I just wanted to share this idea because there were so many fun things. But until Friday, I will see you then, and this is Carmen Micheals, and I love you, and until Friday, I'm on your side. Subscribe and all that, but I love you. Mwah. Make you some t-shirt stuff. Start making it now. Do it.